It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Looking to Samuel on the out route.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. First and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one is complete to deep. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They put Wilson in motion. They'll look to throw. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They put Wilson in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's in. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chargers offense ready now for their second drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Herbert to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. He's still on his feet. Deebo Samuel. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 75 yards. Touchdown, Chargers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Cavante Turpin on the return. Now an opening past the 30. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Slot man in motion right. He'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And 3rd down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
There's a short throw caught by Njoku. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. Here, the ball is thrown short. The idea is get the ball in the hands of your playmaker and let him pick up the rest with his feet. But you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chargers offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, his defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Pistol here for Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, Walker. Walker, first down and more. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Herbert now on first down. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, L.A. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. The trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Amari. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. We are through 1. The Chargers out to the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to Cooper again. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You sell the curl and go, and you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now, faking the give. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. Back to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be 3rd down. They put Wilson in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Cooper going in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Falcons. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now the first back taken in the 2022 draft, Breece Hall. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jonathan Allen, big man from the interior, with the stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Metcalf makes the grab again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. Samuel has it on the slant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Herbert to the air again. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain.
It is brought in the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion, Lamb. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down. And in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. on for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons cut the deficit down to 1.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Herbert now on first down. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Cooper going in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
That's hot. It's the tight end, Njoku. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Atlanta.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. They'll look to throw again. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And the defense can't go up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. When you just show pre-snap, it is straight man coverage, and then you stay in it once the ball is snapped. It just makes it so easy on these quarterbacks, Mike, to just find the matchup that they like and exploit it. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy. But if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Evan Ingram, touchdown Chargers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers will up the lead to 5. Falcons 23. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Gabe Davis. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 49-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. In motion, Lamb. They'll run here.
Brought up at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to Cooper again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Back to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
He's got his big tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Atlanta.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal down here near the goal line. And they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. In motion, Lamb. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Herbert now on first down. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Throwing again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. Seems like they got a little lazy. They got locked in on maybe 1 or 2 of the offensive targets. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. Out Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The home team's offense and the veteran Amari Cooper set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Here's Henry. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They're going to go right back to Henry. The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock them back to the 7. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll go again here with Henry.
Derrick Henry is the ball carrier. Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. So it's a win here for the Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.